welcome back to T-Boys TV. We're back again with Premier League predictions, Gameweek 22, episode 19. So yeah, I hope you're all well, and obviously we're back again. In today's episode, we're not going to review the other games and, etc. like we usually do. We're just going to go, boom, straight into, we're going to look at the table, then we're going to go through the points, and then we're going to predict this weekend's games as well as 4 midweek games. So yeah, hopefully you will enjoy this one. But as I said, it's going to be a bit different in that aspect. But yeah, first of all, we will go through the table, like I said. So let me just get the table up. Bear with me a second. So this is the table. So going into these load of games, Man City top with 53 points, 10 points clear as it stands. Chelsea in second with 43, Liverpool in third with 42, West Ham fourth with 37, Arsenal fifth, Tottenham sixth, Man United seventh, Wolves eighth, Brighton ninth, Leicester 10th, Southampton 11th, Palace 12th, Brentford 13th, Villa 14th, Everton 15th, Leeds 16th, Watford 17th, and then the same that have been in the relegation battle for weeks. Or in the relegation zone, Burnley, Newcastle and Norwich. Obviously, Burnley and Newcastle level on points. Norwich, 10 points. So, yeah, that is how the table is looking as it stands. So, yeah. Big up Daniel. He says, yes. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. But, yeah, obviously, that's that. Now, points before we go on to the games. You know what I mean? So, the points are... these are the points. So I'm in the lead with 57. Still, Brad's on 44. Obviously, he hasn't done it for a couple of weeks. He's returned. He is doing it this week. Alex is on 51, so he's sort of dropped down a little bit. Max is on 46. He's climbing up there. Liam is doing very well. He's climbing up there. 2 points behind me now in second. Perry's on 45. Not too bad. Kenny, he's starting to get some points. James is on 26, but he hasn't actually done it for a couple of weeks. Chris is on 45. He's doing well. Cop's on 23. I don't think he done the last time. Daniel's on 35, so he's climbing up there considering he came in this pretty late. And then Lewis is obviously on 17, which is not too bad considering he's just joined as well. So that is the points. Daniel says, I'm good, bro. Yeah, I'm good. Hope your bus is all good, mate. Hope you're all good from that. But I'm going to take a picture of this and I'm going to send it to the group chat so the people that are not on can see this. Where is it? There it is. Oh, wrong thing. Actually, no. Don't want to do it like that. 35, points. Love to see it. Yeah, you're doing well, man. You're doing well. You come back, you only just really joined, if we're being totally honest, and you're already quite high up there. So, yeah, fair play, mate. Fair play. I'm literally just waiting for that to send to the group chat. There we go. Big up Chris. He says, evening, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, mate. Hope you are well. I will watch your preview, by the way, to Brentford. I did see that come up, but I've had a few things to do before I went live. And obviously, I just decided to go, but there we go. We're back again. But yeah, that's the points. So we'll move on from that. Liam says 2 points behind you, Tyler. Yeah, you are climbing up there, mate. Fair play to yourself. You know what I mean? But yeah, obviously, as I said at the start, we're only going to be going through the table, which we just done, going through the points and then predicting games also this weekend along with midweek games. So let's get straight into it. You know what I mean? Let's get straight into it. Now, I haven't had time to take the Leicester game off. I know it's been called off. I haven't actually had time to take it off. So I will, we'll just skip past that when it comes to it. It's got called off. So first game, obviously tonight. Brighton taking on Palace. The pointless derby, in my opinion. It's a bit of a stupid derby, if I'm being honest. But yeah. Now, obviously, I have done my predictions. already, so I'll go through mine, but I'll go through everyone else's before I go through mine. And obviously, if you haven't done yours, Max hasn't done his, James and Cop, everyone else has done theirs. So yeah, but yeah, for me personally, it's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, it's a derby. The last time they played, I believe Brighton won, scored right at the end. Moore played 2-1 at Palace. But yeah, Brad's gone with a 2-1 Palace. Alex has also gone 2-1 Palace. Liam's gone 1-0 Brighton. Perry's gone 2-0 Palace. Kenny's gone 2-1 Brighton. Chris has gone 2-0 Brighton. Daniel's gone 2-1 Brighton. And Lewis has gone 2-1 Palace. So it's pretty equal. Me personally, I've gone with a 2-2 draw. I think there's going to be a lot of goals. And I just don't know if anyone's going to win it, if I'm being totally honest. So I've gone with a draw personally. But Liam says, am I able to change my prediction for Burnley versus Watford to 2-1 Watford, if that's okay? Yeah, when we get to it, remind me and I'll do it for you, mate. Chris says, no worries, mate. I'm not going to be crying chipmunk about it like some people. And yeah, mate, I'll tell you something about your preview, your reaction, earlier. I watched that. And you was just like, oh. Like I could tell you thought of us laughing at you in the back of your head because you was laughing at some of the stuff you were saying. You was like, I'm being serious. You know what I mean? It's brilliant. But big up Max, he says, big up T, doing stream later of Hull, so may have to hop soon. No worries, my Luton show. So it's one. I think it is going to be a high-scoring game. I'll probably watch it. To be fair, even though I don't really like the derby, I think it's a bit stupid. It's a game. It's a game to watch. You know what I mean? So I might watch it. To be fair, but yeah, my prediction is 2-2. Like I said. Moving on to the next game. It's going to be a good game. 12:30 tomorrow. I would watch it if I wasn't going Luton versus Bournemouth. City taking on Chelsea. Obviously, first versus second. Usually out of these two, no one really tends to draw. Well, they don't really tend to draw. There always tends to be a winner. But people's score predictions for this. Brad's gone with 2-1 City. Alex has gone 2-0 City. Liam's gone 3-1 City. Perry's gone 2-1 City. Kenny's gone 1-0 Chelsea, which is interesting. Chris has gone 2-0 City. Daniel's gone 2-1 City. And Lewis has gone 2-1 City. And yeah, Max, if you're on here, actually, if you could put your predictions, if you're doing them, for the game that we just went past, Palace versus Brighton, and this game, that'd be lit. But yeah, this game, I think the form City are on. I think just got to say they've got to win this game, really, to be honest. Chelsea have been a bit average. Max has put 2-2, so let me do that before I forget. 2-2's gone with the same as me. But yeah, it's one of them. I just think that the form City are on, they're at home as well. I've gone with a 2-1 City. So yeah, I think it's going to be a tight game. Chelsea actually seem to do well against City in recent years. Obviously, look at last season as well, Champions League final. Like, they do tend to do well. They do. But I just think, the form City are on at this moment in time, who can really stop them? You know what I mean? It's one of them. But we'll move on to the next game, which is a 3:00 game. What a dreadful game. Everton, for me personally, like bias aside, rivalry aside, all of that, if Rafa loses, or if Everton lose this, Rafa has to go. You know what I mean? It's one of them, in my opinion. They're taking on Norwich, who are just piss poor. You know what I mean? Let's be serious now. People's scores for this. Brad's gone with a 1-0 Norwich. For me personally, it could go either way. Like, due to Everton's form, and if Norwich don't win this, then they're definitely going down. You know what I mean? But Alex has gone 2-1 Norwich. Sorry, Max, nearly forgot about your prediction there. 2-0 City, Max has gone with. But yeah, Liam's gone 2-0 Everton. Perry's gone 1-1 draw. Kenny's gone 1-0 Norwich. Chris has gone 3-0 Everton. Daniel's gone 2-0 Everton. And Lewis has gone 3-2 Everton. Me personally, I actually think Norwich will win this game. I've gone with what a lot of people have gone with, a 1-0. you know, I know Everton have got players coming back and that, but, you know, the whole game for me was not great from an Everton perspective. You know, that's a time waste, which is a little bit embarrassing considering they're the Premier League team. You know, Damari Gray and Gordon probably the only players that can really hold their head up. I know Calvert-Lewin, you know, is supposed to be back for this, but, you know, he's only just come back. So for me, I'm going to go over Norwich win. If they don't win this, then, yeah, they're down. Because this Everton side at the moment, it's just negative vibes around the club. So, yeah, it's one of them for me. But Max, I just got in your prediction. And Chris, yeah, there you go, mate. I literally just answered it. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which is Wolves taking on Southampton. Now, Wolves don't really tend to score a lot of goals. Obviously, last time out in the Premier League, we got a very good win against Man United away from home. Obviously, I did a watch along. Taking on Southampton, who, you know, got a very good win midweek against Brentford. Like, some people expected a Southampton win, but not that convincing. You know, very good win for them. Obviously, taking on Wolves. But yeah, I'll go through everyone else's predictions. So Brad's gone 2-0 Southampton. Alex has gone with a 3-3. Now, I was very shocked with that because these teams don't... I know Southampton just scored 4, but, you know, Wolves don't really tend to score a lot or concede a lot. So it's an interesting one there. Liam's gone 1-1. A lot of people I've seen predict this game. They have gone for 1-1s. Perry's gone 2-1 Southampton. Kenny's gone 0-0 draw. Chris has gone 1-1 draw. Daniel's gone 2-0 Wolves, obviously backing his team. And Lewis has gone with a 2-2, which is also interesting. But yeah, my prediction personally, I've gone with a 0-0. I think it's going to be one of them. I think it's going to be very equal. It's going to be very end-to-end, but I don't think there's going to be any goals, honestly. And like I said, Wolves don't really, you know, Max, I'm getting in your prediction now, but Wolves don't really tend to, as I said, score or really concede. You know, so yeah, I've gone with a 0-0 personally. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which is Newcastle taking on Watford. Obviously, relegation battle. Newcastle, you know, they had that shocking game in the FA Cup, losing to Cambridge. Taking on Watford, who also had a shocker, if we're being quite honest, getting slapped up to Leicester. You know, it's a relegation battle. We know that. Newcastle, you know, I thought they would get a win against Cambridge. A lot of people obviously would. And, you know, I thought they'd get a bit of confidence from that. But they didn't win that game in the end. But yeah, everyone else's prediction for this. Brad's gone 1-0 Newcastle. Alex has gone 1-0 Newcastle. Liam's gone 2-1 Watford. Perry's gone 2-0 Newcastle. Kenny's gone 3-2 Watford, which is an interesting one. Chris has gone 2-0 Newcastle. Daniel's gone 1-0 Newcastle. And Lewis has gone 2-1 Newcastle. So a lot of people back in Newcastle. And I can totally see why. You know, from a Watford perspective, they've still got Dennis. Obviously, he hasn't went out to the AFCON. So, you know, that's a boost for them. But Newcastle need to get a win. You know, obviously, new signings, Wood and Trippier. Trippier obviously played against Cambridge. You know, he didn't really do anything. He had a free kick and it was poor. But me personally, I've gone with a 1-0 Newcastle. You know, they need to get a win sooner rather than later. And I think this is the time. And I hope this is the time. You know what I mean? Usually, when I back Watford to win a game, they lose or get it wrong. But I generally think Newcastle will win this. I think it's going to be a very tight game. Obviously, like I said, relegation battle. But yeah, I am backing Newcastle to win this game. But yeah, Max has gone 2-0 Newcastle. So let me just make a note of that. I was very surprised with Newcastle. You know, the likes of St. Maximum as well. And it just wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough against Cambridge. Yeah, I'll move on to the next game, which has obviously got called off, so we won't go on to that. Next game, 5:30. This is going to be a good game. I'll definitely be watching this. I'll definitely be back in time. Obviously, Luton playing at 12:30. So, yeah, Villa taking on Manchester United. Obviously, Villa want to get revenge. You know, after that FA Cup game, for me, that Danny Ings thing was just... I don't really understand it. You know what I mean? It's one of them. But, yeah, obviously, they're at home this time. And I think they'll seek revenge, and I think they will. Obviously, Coutinho is back in the Prem. I think he is going to be playing in this game, if I'm being totally honest. So yeah, but I'll go through everyone else's predictions. Brad's gone 3-1 Villa, and obviously he's a United fan as well, so he's not very confident there. Alex has gone 2-1 Villa. Liam's gone 2-1 United, obviously United and Plymouth fan. Perry's gone 2-1 Villa. Kenny's gone 2-1 Villa, another United fan, saying Villa's going to win. Chris has gone 2-1 Villa. Daniel's gone 2-1 United. And Lewis has gone 2-1 Villa. Now, for me personally, I think Villa are just going to be absolutely rampant in this game. I can see them getting 3 goals, honestly. I can see United getting 1, but I can see Villa getting 3. I think Coutinho is going to play this game, and I think he's going to be immense. And yeah, they want to get revenge, like I said. And I think the Villa Park crowd, you also look at previous games this season, when Villa have played at home. The Man City one, for example, yeah, they lost, but they were great in that second half. And if they can be that good against Man City, imagine what they're like with this bang average United team. So, yeah, for me personally, I've gone with a 3-1 Villa. But Max has gone with a 1-1 draw. You are the first person to predict a draw in this game. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Obviously, we're on to the Sunday games. West Ham, obviously, this is the televised one out of the two o'clock games. Liverpool, Brentford, obviously, the other one that's not on TV, which is a bit annoying, but is what it is. West Ham taking on Leeds. Now, they literally just played each other in the FA Cup. West Ham winning 2-0. Goals from Antonio and a late goal from Bowen. And I actually got that game right, so that was nice. I can see West Ham winning again. I'll be totally honest with you. But I'll go before I say my prediction. I'll go through everyone else's. So Brad's gone 3-0, a very convincing win for West Ham. Alex has gone 3-1. Liam has gone 2-1 West Ham. Perry's gone 2-1 West Ham. Kenny's gone 1-0 West Ham. Chris has gone 3-2 West Ham. Daniel's gone 2-0 West Ham. And Lewis has gone 3-2. Now, Max has just put 3-0, so I'll make a note of that before I tell you what my prediction is. I think Leeds will want to get revenge, after that FA Cup game, but I don't think they will. West Ham are on smoke at home, if we're being honest. Said it before, you look at a Liverpool game, for example. You look at the Chelsea game. You look at Man City when they knocked them out the cup. You know what I mean? So, for me, I think it's going to be a cracking game, honestly. I think it's going to be a 5-goal thriller. I've gone with a 3-2 to West Ham. So, that is my prediction for this game. I've gone the same as Chris and Lewis. So, yeah, but we'll move on to the next game, which is Liverpool taking on Brentford. Now, obviously, Liverpool had that piss-poor game yesterday, you know what I mean? Credit to Arsenal, the way they played, away at Anfield. That's how you have to really play. Especially with 10 men, you have to big them up for that. We were poor. We were poor, mate. And I'm not liking these Klopp excuses. That's what happens when you don't have Mane, Salah, Keita. Sounds like he's trying to back FSG when he's saying stuff like that. I don't really understand it. We still have good enough players to beat them, especially at Anfield. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not good. With 10 men, it is awful. You know what I mean? But we're taking on Brentford, who obviously had an awful game. Last game anyway, like I mentioned, against Southampton. But yeah, Brad's gone 2-1 Liverpool. Alex has gone 4-0 Liverpool. Liam's gone 3-0 Liverpool. Perry's gone 2-0 Liverpool. Kenny's gone 1-0 Brentford, which I can understand, Chris has gone 3-1 Liverpool. Daniel's gone 3-0 Liverpool. And Lewis has gone 3-1 Liverpool. So a lot of people backing Liverpool and some high-scoring ones, which I am a bit surprised about. Obviously, last time we played Brentford 3-3, that was the start of when you knew, it just weren't going to be great this season in the league. You know what I mean? What I'll do my lineup that I would go with before I tell you my prediction. What have I just done here then? Bear with me a sec, people. Right, there we go. Let me just share my screen. Right, there we go. So there you go. This is the lineup I would go with. I'd go Alisson in goal. And shout out Alisson, by the way. Kept us in another game yet again yesterday. That save on the Saka shot. You know, the amount of times he's done that, it's getting ridiculous now. You know what I mean? It's one of them. Right back, Trent, of course. Left back, I'll go Robertson. Obviously, I won't be fussed if Shimikas does play. Centre backs, I would go. I'll go Van Dijk. Yeah, I'll go Van Dijk and Matip again. Personally. Matip. Centre mid, I would go Fabinho, of course, as that CDM. Henderson on the right side, you know, he's done well on the right side, even though, you know, Chelsea and yesterday he was a bit, but, you know, that's because we need someone else attacking. You know, we need an attacking midfielder alongside him. So, yeah, I am going to go because he looked good when he come on yesterday. He looked like he had a bit about him. And for me, he should have started Curtis Jones. That's my midfield. Left wing, Jota. Now, yesterday, I don't have a Scooby-Doo why he's on the right side. You know, he's a player that plays through the middle, or he's a left winger. You know what I mean? Don't be playing him on the right and playing Minamino on the left. I didn't quite understand that. Minamino on the right, you know, we haven't even got Origi. Otherwise, I'd probably say him. You know, I'm a big fan. Well, not big fan, but you know, I've said with Minamino, wait for his time to come, but then he does that miss, and it just makes me look like an idiot. You know what I mean? Ben White's laughing. It's embarrassing. Like, you got to be at least putting that on target. At least, you know what I mean? And it was shocking. It was absolutely shocking. Embarrassing. But yeah, through the middle, of course, Firmino, because as I said, there's no Origi by the looks of it. So yeah, that's the lineup I'd go with. So similar lineup to yesterday. It's just obviously Curtis Jones starting and Jota and Minamino on opposite sides. So yeah, that is the lineup I'd go for the game against Brentford. You know, as I said, we need that attacking midfielder. Can't be playing Milner, Henderson, and Fabinho. That's too stale. Like, they're all great players, but we need that attacking point from the midfield. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that's the lineup, as I said. Now, score prediction. I've gone with a 2-1. I think we're going to win it narrowly. You know, it's one of them things like, are we actually going to get goals? I backed us to win narrowly. But yeah, I won't be surprised if we do lose. I'm not even going to lie. I will be watching it, but I won't be doing a watch along because, as I said, it's not on TV, and I don't really like doing streams where I'm behind. So yeah, last game of the weekend games. Obviously, Spurs taking on Arsenal. Now, I am probably going to do a watch along to this. I love watching the North London derbies. In recent years, Arsenal haven't really. I don't think they've won there for like 7 years at the Tottenham ground. Obviously, it's a new ground, but you know it's next to where the old one was, basically. You know, well, it is. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, I think it's 7 years they haven't actually won there. So it's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, both teams. You know, there's actually something to play for here. You know, it's not just a derby; it's also potentially top 4. You know, on the line in this game. You know what I mean? Like, I know we're still we're not early, but, you know, we've still got games to go, but this could be big when it comes to the end of the season. But yeah, I'll go through everyone else's predictions. Brad's gone 2-0 Arsenal, which is interesting. Alex has also gone 2-0 Arsenal. Liam's gone 2-1 Spurs. Perry's gone 1-1 draw. Kenny's gone 2-1 Spurs. Chris has gone 2-1 Spurs. Daniel's gone 2-2 draw, and Lewis has gone 2-2 draw. Now, me personally, I've gone with a draw, a 1-1 draw. Now, Spurs obviously had that loss midweek to Chelsea. Obviously, that knocked them out, as well as their performance in the first leg, just defensively poor. The other day, Kane looked like the only player who really, had a bit to show, really, if I'm being honest, from the Spurs perspective. I don't know why Lloris weren't in goal, but anyway, Arsenal obviously having that good result to us, but, I just don't think they'll win this game due to their record in recent years at the Tottenham ground. When the games are at the Emirates, obviously they're always banging games from an Arsenal perspective. But as I said, I think that record just doesn't really help them going into this. And yeah, I've gone with a 1-1 draw, like I said. So that is my prediction. Max is gone with 2-2 for Liverpool versus Brentford. So let me just make a note of that. But yeah, obviously, I think it's only right I do a watch along to this game as well, because obviously I've done a watch along to the Emirates one. You know what I mean? I've got an Arsenal and a Tottenham fan on. I'm not too sure if, I can't get them two exact people on, but I might try get some other Arsenal and Tottenham fans on, because lucky enough, I know quite a lot. So we'll see, but I'll definitely probably do a watch along. You know what I mean? Every weekend I try and aim to do at least one Premier League watch along. Obviously, Liverpool one ain't on TV. So yeah, I'll probably try to do this one, and I think it's going to be a cracker, like it always tends to be, if we're being totally honest. But yeah, moving on to the next game, the midweek games, here we go. Burnley versus Watford. These are the games that were rescheduled from a while ago, obviously got called off and stuff like that. Burnley versus Watford. So Watford's next two games are relegation battle games, taking on Burnley. Now, obviously, if this does go ahead, because obviously Burnley called it off against Leicester, it's going to be tough for Burnley. Obviously, Wood's left. Cornet's at AFCON. They've still got Barnes, but, they haven't got Wood and Cornet that were producing more, in my opinion. Well, especially Cornet, great signing he's been for them. I think, as I said, I think Watford will lose to Newcastle, but then I think they'll bounce back here, as much as I don't like to say that. I've gone with a 2-1 to Watford. Brad's gone 2-0 Burnley. Alex has gone 2-0 Burnley. Liam's gone 1-1 draw. Daniel's gone 2-0 Burnley, and Lewis has also gone 2-1 Watford. So, yeah, that is the predictions for this. Max, let me know your prediction for this game. But yeah, I think it's going to be one of them. Unfortunately, where Watford win. And, it's going to be tough for Burnley now. Like I said, with Wood leaving, it's going to be tough now. It's going to be a tough one for them. But yeah, I'll move on while Max puts in his prediction. Next game, Brighton taking on Chelsea. Now, obviously, they played each other. Max has gone 2-0 Watford, so let me just make a note of that. Obviously, they played each other a couple of weeks ago at Stamford Bridge, ended 1-1. Danny Welbeck with a late goal. Brighton were great in that second half, by the way. I did watch that game. They were great in that. And yeah, before I say my prediction, I'll move on to everyone else's. Brad's gone 2-1 Chelsea. Alex has gone 1-1 draw. Liam's gone 2-1 Chelsea. Daniel's gone 2-0 Chelsea. And Lewis has gone 3-1 Chelsea. Now, me personally, I think it's going to be another draw. I think Brighton being at home, I think it's going to benefit them, but I don't think they'll win it though. Big up Lander. He says 2-1 Chelsea. If you've got Instagram, mate, and you want to be part of these predictions, then let me know and we can add you on. But obviously you have to send me your predictions for the other games that I've been through. Obviously the weekend games and the 4 midweek, so they're the games. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think it's going to be one of them. I think it's going to be a draw. That's how I see it going. So yeah, we'll move on to the next game. It's going to be a good game. Leicester taking on Tottenham. Now, obviously, it's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, Leicester would have had a break. Tottenham would have just played, well, not just, but would have played the North London derby. For me in this game, I do think Leicester will win this game. I'll just say my prediction: 2-1. 2-1 I've gone with to Leicester. Brad's gone 2-0 Spurs. Alex has gone 2-0 Leicester. Liam's gone 2-1 Leicester. Daniel and Lewis have both gone for a 2-2 draw. So that's their predictions there. So yeah, we'll move on to the last midweek game. Lewis says, how many points am I on? I catching up. I did the points on the group chat. I'm not too sure if you saw it. Took a picture of it and posted it on there. So yeah, if you don't know, have a look on there. But big up a Retro Rampage. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. I think you're a new person over here. Appreciate you coming over here. If you do have Instagram, by the way, and you want to be part of this, points, win a prize at the end of the season if you come top, then let me know, mate. And you have to predict all the weekend games and the full midweek that I'm doing now. So yeah, if you want to be part of that, let me know. Same for Lander as well. Yeah, Lewis, you're not doing bad considering you've just joined, mate, if we're being honest. Yeah, that's updated points. So I'll take a picture every time and do it like that. But yeah, Brentford taking on United. Now, for me, yeah, if this is how I see it, if Brentford can put up a very good game against Man City at home, draw to Liverpool, put up a very good game against Chelsea as well, even though I didn't get any points out of that, I think they can definitely get a result for them, even if that's a draw or a win against United, especially the way United have been not very convincing, you know what I mean? But before I say my prediction, Brad has gone with a 2-1 United. He backs his team here. Alex has gone 2-1 Brentford. Liam's gone 2-0 United. Daniel's gone 2-0 United. And Lewis has gone 3-2 United. But yeah, Max, don't forget to put your predictions in, mate, for the games that you missed. Oh, well, there you go. Brighton 1-1. Let me just make a note of that. 1-1 draw. So yeah, Lander's gone 3-3. I mean, I can't see what you're saying. They did it against Liverpool. They do have cracking games. The atmosphere is going to be lit. So yeah, I can see what you're saying. Max has gone 2-2 for this game. Not this game, sorry. Leicester v Spurs. And he's gone 1-0 to United. But yeah, I've gone with a 1-1 draw. I know, depending on what happens in the Liverpool game, Brentford could have a bit of confidence from that. I know they got slapped up to Southampton, but, Southampton would have been buzzing. Obviously, it's come out, they get new owners. They were away as well. Brentford do well at home, like I've said with previous games. So I can see them getting a draw here, especially with how United have been, like I said. So yeah, but I'm probably going to wrap it up here because that is all the predictions, people. It hasn't been a long one, but I am streaming again very shortly, just under an hour now, for the Luton show with my dad. So feel free to comment to that. We're going to be briefly talking about the Harrogate game. Obviously, we vlogged it. Chris has put in his predictions, so let me do that. So yeah, as I said, we'll be briefly talk about the Harrogate game. Yeah, well, let me write in his predictions, then I'll discuss more. But he's gone 2-0 to Watford versus Burnley. He has predicted 2-1 to Chelsea against Brighton. Bear with me, people. I will read your comments. Just filling this in. 2-1 to Leicester versus Tottenham. And then last but not least, he has went with a 2-1 to United. So yeah, there's his predictions. Retro Rampage says, did you do the Spurs prediction? I think it could be a draw with Arsenal because of the injuries. Yes, I did, mate, and I went for a draw as well. As I said, if you want to be part of this, predictions, potentially win a prize at the end of the season. We also do it in other competitions as well, like the Champions League, League Cup, and FA Cup. If you want to be part of this, if you've got Instagram, then send through your Instagram, of course, and I'll add you to the group chat. And then every time I'm about to do a stream the day before, I get you lot, if you're not going to be on, and say your predictions, to send them through. So yeah, if you want to be part of that, mate, let me know. But appreciate you coming on. But yeah, as I said, we're going to be live very shortly again, just under an hour, for the Luton show of my dad. Obviously, we're going to be briefly discussing the Harrogate game, like I said, and previewing the Bournemouth game. And then, depending on how long the stream is there, we will, maybe do a little Q&A at the end. We've done that a few times in recent weeks, and we've enjoyed it. So yeah, feel free to come on to that. Retro Rampage says, where can I send my Insta? Via email or here? Send it on here, mate. Send it on here. That should be a lot easier. And yeah, I'll wait for you while you do that. But yeah, people, also let me know if in future ones, if you want me just to predict the games instead of doing what I usually do with the team of the week and that. Because I might just do that. Because sometimes I forget, because there's a lot of games, I forget exactly what happened and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know if you'd want to see me just do that instead. Just predict the games like I have today, and then obviously go through the points at the start and the table. But yeah, we'll just wait for Retro Rampage to send through his Instagram, and I'll add him to the group chat very shortly. But yeah, while we wait, appreciate everyone that come on, like always. I hope you enjoyed this stream. As I said, we'll be back very shortly with another stream. So yeah, hopefully I'll see many of you on that. It'd be much appreciated, like always. And yeah, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the channel, it'd be much appreciated. Smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. And yeah, all that good stuff. Turn the notification bell on, because we've got a lot of content coming up in the next few days, really. I'll go through it while we wait, actually. So obviously we've got Luton show after this. Tomorrow we've got a vlog to Luton versus Bournemouth, and that's probably all we'll have tomorrow. Sunday, watch along to North London derby, and then yeah, so that's the content I can think of from the top of my head for now. So yeah, that is what's happening on the channel. And then obviously later on in the week, we'll have more content, especially for the League Cup semi-final. I think I'm going to it. So yeah, and then I might be able to go on some fan channels, you know what I mean, after the game. So we'll see. I sent my Insta in chat. I can't see it, mate. I can't see it. Is it just me that can't see it, people? I mean, maybe try an email if it don't work, but yeah, I can't see it, mate. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I can't quite see it. But yeah, Retro Rampage also, I'm guessing you're a Spurs fan, mate. Oh, there you go. Yeah, now I can see it. Right, let me do that quickly before I wrap this stream up. We just Yep, I can see it now, mate. No, it's all good, mate. It's all good. I can see it now. It's come up. It's come up. Is this you? Is this you, mate? Oh, sorry, I've got Snapchat. Is this you? Do you see that all right? You got 118 followers. I don't know. Wait, let me turn the brightness down so you can see. Can you see that? Yep, that's you. All right, cool. I'll send you a request to follow you. So yeah, when you've accepted that, I'll add you to the group chat, and then DM me privately your predictions. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. But yeah, as I said, we're going to wrap it up here now, people. As I said, we'll be live very shortly again for the Luton show. So if many of you could come on to that, that'd be much appreciated, like always. But yeah, as I said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already with the notification bells on. Also, subscribe to T-Boys Extra, my other account where I post clips and highlights. Yeah, subscribe to that if you haven't already. Smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. Share the channel as well. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you lot at 6:30, hopefully. So take care and peace.